48th Fire Prevention Week, and today we're here at the Guyana Fire Service in Stabroek. With me is Sheldon, the Officer of Fire Prevention, and it's a pleasure to have him on our feature. So good afternoon, sir. How are you today?
Pleasant good afternoon to you, Samantha. Pleasant good afternoon, viewers. Indeed, it's a pleasure to be with us here this afternoon as we observe 48 years of fire prevention in Guyana. The team for Fire Prevention Month this year is working together as one Guyana to prevent fires.
Oh, 48 is a really long time. So tell us about all the activities that the Guyana Fire Service planned for this week here.
So yes, 48 years would have been quite some time now that we would have been observing fire prevention in Guyana. However, we have a lot of activities slated for Fire Prevention Month this year, which includes exhibition like we're seeing here. We have visit to schools. We also have a fire safety fair on the 14th of October. This is going to be at the National Park, all right, where we're inviting schools from East Coast, East Bank, and Central Georgetown corridors, respectively, to be with us so that we can educate them, disseminate information to them as it relates to fire safety and fire prevention. Of course, you know, they say the children are the future. So we're trying to disseminate information to them at the sapling stage. You know, bend the tree while it's young. Yes, so that's something to look forward to. We're also going to be having a all-white charity brunch, and that's on the 23rd of October. That's at the Ministry of Education Sports Complex ground. Now, most of the proceeds from that brunch, it goes back to charity. We're going to be giving back to the boys' orphanage. We're going to be giving back to the senior citizens' homes. We're going to be giving back to fire victims. Of course, we need to give back to fire victims, covering all the loss or some of the losses that they may have incurred then.
That sounds really exciting. And you know, when I say all white, I'm so excited already.
Purity. So we're advising members of the general public to come out, you know, participate in this good venture. Giving back is always a good thing.
All right. Do you believe that every person's have a responsibility when it comes to fire prevention?
Yes, it is. I highly and strongly believe that each person plays an integral role as it relates to fire safety and fire prevention. Of course, the Guyana Fire Service, we cannot do it all. You understand? So we would need the assistance of members of the public to come on board with us, continue to preach that gospel of fire safety and fire prevention.
All right. What has been the response this far with the expo?
It has been great. A lot of persons, they're much enthused. They came out, they asked questions. Some of them, they were able to participate in the use of fire extinguisher on a small fire, etc. So it has been great.
For this being the 48th week of fire prevention, is it only happening here at Stabroek Market or throughout the country?
So this is happening countrywide, all right? So if you're in Region 10, you can visit the Linden Fire Station. If you're in Region 7, you can visit Bar Ticker. So the stations, they're basically open for members of the public to come in to see the services which the Guyana Fire Service offer, and also to ask questions as it relates to the use of our different types of equipment, etc.
What safety tips would you give to persons who are viewing our interview here today before we go?
Okay, great. So most of the common fires today happens in the kitchen, and also most of them, they're electrical in origin. All right, so let us speak a bit on kitchen fires. We know that, you know, we like to go into the kitchens and whip up that fancy meal, but sometimes it's so exhausted that we would like to take a 5 minutes rest. I would advise members of the public not to do so. If you know that you're cooking and you're a bit tired, turn off your knobs, turn off your gas cylinders, take a nap, and then return to cooking. The other thing is to, when we press our clothes to, all right, sometimes we forget to actually unplug our irons or even electrical appliances to be
such as our coffee
makers, toasters, microwaves, and these sort of things too. All right. So it's always advisable before you leave your house, ensure that those electrical items, they're plugged out, they're switched off, all right, to keep you safe and your family safe, all right? Also, do not, people, and I repeat, do not overload your electrical circuits. People, they have the tendency of plugging in a drop card and then plug in a whole host of appliances to them, all right? I'm advising you to desist from this app. It is not safe. Doing so, it generates a lot of heat. And with the generation of heat, once it comes into contact with a combustible material, then it can cause a fire.
And then Christmas is coming up. Everyone wants to have a whole bunch of fairy lights where they're actually going to have a whole bunch of circuits going on.
Oh, yes. So the flickering lights, which we commonly known as fairy lights, all right? It is advised that persons, they do not hang these lights on window curtains, all right? I know everyone, they like to decorate, to have the place looking all nice and flamboyant and everything else too. But do not hang these lights on your window curtains. Do not pass electrical wires on the rugs and these sort of things. And also, always ensure that you switch off those lights before you retire to bed.
Anything else you care to share with our viewers before we go?
So, Guyana, continue to stay safe. Continue to preach the word of fire safety and fire prevention. Help the Guyana Fire Service as we help you to remain safe.
Well, viewers, there you heard it from Officer Sheldon telling you all about Fire Prevention Week. Remember, safety is everybody's business. This is Samantha saying, be safe for now and goodbye.